the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Ene ewo kosi sen dwumadie so abrana obi ene Omanhene kwabena asante atenase no mde nsem na eltudwa ana obi efre se Obama nyenim se enche abra eye helicopter crash eba yi ofumebere na ene de omano di sem kakra etudwa na nipa bia omo NPP amonyoko no meka na se omo social media activist omo NPP kasama NPP amonyoko no ede nsem koto dwa eye NDC amonyoko no se yakwachi omo all because omo enewa abem to omakasa tia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na se Obama eka eye mpenifo anankofo ehu ana fante comedy nene se Obama ene ana abruwa abie puma kwema papa yi anya na Ny3 emu adidi amekasi yeyi no every police custody na se Obama ede amaneboni nyina ebo obi ene Omanhene kwabena asante de kofa ba ya NDC amonyoko no ebowura ni fie anadwo da suomu ekwache papa yi sebi kura ni gate ene ne oma keka ewo ni fie na japade bi NDC amonyoko no etas ene police form kopie mu ho ss ho na se Obama ede aseda sonko ekoma NPP amonyoko no mom ta na chi eno mom ka no mpai bom abra okọ police custody no na nipa ba akwa oboni din a omja na seda o se odi aseda kese pa ekoma no Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia nene se Obama ashoki obi na nyoma ekoso abra okọ police custody ho ene de keka ho nyina odi to obi ene Omanhene komena asante eni mabusia Nsem-Pii company for the kalkumuhi yejini kokwe no yanje bre yintie se Obama ensema ene odi dwa abra mpenifo no every police custody
and finally police for agile.
Yes, that is correct. Some few minutes ago the police officially allowed me to exit their premises, so I can confirm that my bail condition has been fulfilled and been executed successfully.
Na sisi ali oba ibrofun kwa na afi oka. Okay, it is to say I'm paying no ombu eyi useko only for you to be called back for some further interrogation. Then a course.
Okay. Near the kind, Mamifa in Chemo, the Emma, if you say Tiafo na fe one Kasani Omanhene na producer Dominic. Now, it is for me for Chemo, the Emma, Ira Alaji Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, NTB MPP, next flag bearer, Wasambedi Mampeni, and after MPP for Penny Fonina. Near woman is a binim officer, narrative Thursday, yeah. The open your woman say. Last week Wednesday at Homachi. Ja akokora mape mi be bia matokya meda e wo fie. Be beti prakopa amafo bomi pnumu. I live in a 3-bedroom gated house with my wife and kids. Now, said I no move bomu around 3 a.m. thereabouts. In fact, me yam shame kakra. So I decided to pay attention to the voices before I was going to open to see who they were. Then I heard one of them say, police is here. Open, police is here. So if you are police, then allow me to speak with my lawyers and then I can open you so that whatever I will be on come up. In fact, before I could say Jack, these people had broken into my room. In fact, almost my kitchen door, and almost breaking because I know your wooden door. Unlike the front gate, and no metallic, they broke through the kitchen side and possibly entered, destroying most valuables like the pictures that have come out attached to. And I almost bar the bedroom. In fact, when they came into my bedroom, I was just like men would normally do in a short liquor, because you are not expecting anything like that. Then they came to whisk me away with 2 V8 blaring sirens all over. I'm talking about 8 fully armed men. So I was just asking. So
now at the time, now say about saying 3 a.m.
In fact, it was around me checking time. The processes started around 3 4:45 thereabout, but the time they took me around was around 4:15.
Okay.
And yenine mwa yetuto mwa finally kapa ni munyi and you National Signals Bureau more officer wala boni, and they put me in a guard room, detained me over there for about 4 to 5 hours. Then later on they came to whisk me to the police CID headquarters. So it was at the CID headquarters and almost started interrogations, By then, so graciously, na my lawyers no be abedu on party phone penny for fact. My idea papa and I mean so munina me body ya wa na me je binti at the appropriate time measure that go body no. Chief lawyers be be on police call by before me go here na just prepare charge sheet ya dey me put in a court. That was on Wednesday. They did me call court and you're reading me plea to me that I pleaded not guilty. So the lawyers asked for bail, and the court graciously granted me a bail the sum of 50,000 Ghana cedis, 2 sureties, and then 1 salaried government worker. So by that time, above was something to 5 o'clock thereabout. So part in 24 lawyers who were pushing say, okay, register to me abuana nke yaye. In fact, Niomuka and Kofi and say court upon until they cannot execute the bill. No, it was a obodi kotum. Then they whisked me from court premises, blaring siren about 5 cars. Obi, in fact, just an area for as if me a hardened criminal be a Misubi Ma Ghana Haseja. Now, me did who you are papa. If indeed you are calling me as a suspect to come and assist you with investigations, you don't treat me like this. Now, blaring siren after home, giddy. And I me call police central Greater Accra, police Accra Central.
Yes.
And you could TV me wohono. Addiction yet Thursday. My lawyers in 24 years and come executive bail no. My excuses are Friday. Almost some excuses I I so obvious. They were now using the bail condition to victimize or to intimidate or to punish me. I mean, for want of better words, that's how I would describe the whole system. Because a court among bail, I cannot understand why execution will now be a barrier. Because as far as I'm concerned, if court grants you bail, now the execution is not carried out, you are still in detention. And that is exactly what happened. I'm a madam since Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, and I'm Yamin Saturday, the Ovana, Omo Sunday, Omoka, ever with me, and me back police on the court. Say, and then the registrar no around it. You say yes, the bail condition. See, you call and also up and down. Finally, then we were able to execute. Just when we were about to finish, then they told me, the police officers told me that I am wanted at the CID headquarters again by the authorities over there. And I didn't, resist. By my nature, I wouldn't say I'm a responsible citizen. So I obliged, and then we went back to police CID headquarters. It was there that I was told that a matter which happened in 2020 has now been resurrected by the complainant against me. In fact, it's a matter which at this stage, is quite delicate, and I wouldn't want to go into it too much. But back and forth on this matter, and then finally, my lawyers and then the party officers of we were able to, find a compromise, and then I got my freedom. Ghana has say Obi a follow me on social media and me activism ni nyina be atomu say me no be a me ho ya hom say, and I am not vile, I am not dangerous, I am not a criminal, I am just an activist. You may not like me for my activism, but that does not give you the right to intimidate me and to take away my freedom. For Christ's sake, I am a responsible citizen of the land, and therefore my rights must also be protected and respected.
said you will can the complainant no who is the complainant no
the complainant is Madam Zita Benson, Ghana's High Commissioner to UK.
Oh, to the UK. Oh, okay. And about post be away in 2020.
Absolutely. It has to do with the 2020 Facebook publications.
Okay, I don't know your complaints why any day what threatening and another day.
Well, so like I try to avoid that question, but would be sentimental mukakra. What actually happened was that in 2020 there were some unpleasant exchanges between many high commissioner. No, then she wasn't a high commissioner. Let that be on record.
Okay.
And she me complaint was cyber unit at the time, and also filing the complaint was East Legon police station at the time. But to be frank with you, I didn't change the matter, and neither did she. So this matter came to me as a surprise when I was told this afternoon that, like you lawyers would normally say, crime they say has no expiry date. So that is what happened.
Ooh.
She want to. I mean, she literally resurrected a matter that I considered dead. But I mean,
police are granted. Mama bail when also one.
No. Like I said, that one there was a compromise.
A compromise between them. Very well. In the since Wednesday and you police cells Ben Omode Utoye, Accra Central Wawa.
Yes, I've been in detention on lawful custody, I must call it, at the Accra Central Regional Police Command.
Like cells with other inmates and
I tell you, that is the ordeal I have gone through, my brother. I have been, my personal liberty, I have been dehumanized. That is how I see the whole thing. Because if a court has given me bail, my brother, I do not expect to be kept in police cells. What I say. But unfortunately, that is what happened. That is what happened.
Wow. And the Siciano, on that particular issue, we can say, Omuba Ufie Ahomacheno. Did they tell you why you are needed at the police station?
No, nobody told me anything. And one say you are under arrest. In fact, and when you look at the aggressive nature of the people who broke into my room, if they resisted anything, they would have assaulted me. So I had to comply with the Omubeken Pia just to avoid any
in the Omudubedu police station, also Amudu call a signals bureau. From signals bureau will be a Musawi.
No, signals bureau, the phones. I must stress that my phones, Miakasami Yusu, Samsung Ultra 2024, the NB.
Okay.
And I mean, what company phone back could be so I made side business be. Those two smartphones were taken. My wife's and Huawei phone be, and also was any main phone by the way, and also was taken. And my kids also have a small phone be, and also mobile. So I'm making it 4. And then I had some faulty phones be, about 5 phones. They broke into my drawers. I mean, ransacked the room and then added it together with my laptop and then my pen drive. And
have they returned those things to you?
No, none has been given to me. They tell me those things are exhibit, so they are going to use it against me in the court of law.
From the signals bureau, no, Omuyi would call police headquarters.
Exactly so.
In the Omudu police headquarters, no, what did they tell you? Said they were investigating. No, we investigated the idea.
So it was there that they logged into my Facebook account.
Okay.
And then they showed me a video. In the video, you would see some men holding guns and firing up and down. And about some gun be to an image of a gun I had posted. To the best of my knowledge, I was drawing the security agencies, none of the country's attention to the growing insecurity in the country. But to them, they claim that it was tantamount to publication of false news with the intention to cause fear and panic. So basically, that was the charge that was preferred against me. Publication of false news with intention to cause fear and panic.
Oh, okay. Okay, based on that video now, we share, you know.
Rightly so.
Did that video na ye wow video wunya o baby na we share na say you will be post be na we yeah.
That is a very intelligent question, and you have always proven that you are a smart journalist and a smart lawyer. I am not the originator of that video. Neither am I the first person to have published that video. But, I mean, I don't know how I could be held liable for the circulation of that video, in question. Especially when the video is not even a fabrication, but something that had actually happened. What am I saying? If I were to be the creator of the video and you are holding me responsible, then perhaps you have a solid case against me and myself I will concede. If this is the case, a video mentioned so just like everybody was taking it. But I mean, this is where we are.
Do you feel, sir, you are being targeted for maybe views in public?
Absolutely. In fact, I won't let you even land with the question. I feel people on the opposite side see me as a strong critic, and for that matter, they are using this to gag me or whatever, or use a way to silence me or to put some fear in me. Because look, if I have read the police statement just as I came out a few minutes ago, I had a chance of seeing the police statement. And when you look at the police statement, they say I have been arrested in connection with the circulation of a video alluded to even the retrieval of some weapons from civilians. But if indeed you need me to assist with your investigation, and you do this to me, so clearly that cannot be the case. Certainly there is something behind it. And that is how I see the whole thing, my brother. That is how I see the whole thing. Unfortunate as it may be, but that is how I see the whole thing. Especially when the video is all over the place. And you come for me alone. You see, I had taken my case away from the house like days before. So at the time they came, my wife said, that saved the day. Because if you look at the trauma or me, I am a man and I can handle it and them the consequences. What you are saying? But how if the case were there, how were they going to take this? Even with this, people visit me in the cells, and from their demeanor you could tell, say, I have tried everything possible to cite them, but they will have none of it. And people, they have created a scene in the area. As I said, me a hardened criminal here, I have refused to cooperate with the police, for which reason they had to come and whisk me away with 2 PH. My brother, I feel very, very hurt with what I've done on.
Yeah,
and prosperity.
But when you were sharing that video, did you accompany it with comment, be like wow comment away attached to the video? And if you did, what did you say in those comments? My comment, I cannot quote verbatim, but what I recollect saying was that these were armed men who were moving from Dagon to Nanton. What I say, and the growing insecurity, a worrying trend, and for that matter, I mean, blah blah blah. Authorities must set up that kind of caption, that kind of caption. That kind of caption. Wow. And for now, yes, meaning say the state will be in court prosecuting you and all of that. Said but are you also minded to want to bring some suit against the Ghana Police Service for how we move with properties on my side? Because I've read elsewhere among Faka say you should probably take that course as well. What do you say?
Well, for now, I will leave everything in the hands of the maker. We are all in his hands.
In the make, I mean, is a uja amanyame.
Absolutely. We are all pencils in his hands. The Aubaye Bia Nebia and Kai say Eda wedding a can, but there are some bit me.
This will surely let you have a rethink about advocacy on social media. Mebua ebia family would pressurize you actually tone down na ukoda me unkwana na with them o party ni bia meka ho inti tone down. Would this let you probably do that?
Obi, I have a fighting spirit, but the truth of the matter is that sometimes, dear now, for the sake of humanity, you want to exercise some bit of restraint for the sake of the family. So you have to sometimes allow certain things. And this is not how I wanted to approach the matter upon my release. I tell you, before God and man. But I have looked at it from that angle again. Say, it's not about just me as a person. I mean, Ghana will continue. And now, unfortunate as it may be, Nipa 8 in your accident, but Ghana is moving on. What I say, I alone, I cannot put Ghana to a halt. But sometimes we just have to do some introspection. I mean, I do not have any intention, evil intention against anybody or any group.